Today, starting from Nagasaki station, I'm spending the day exploring by streetcar. Let's go! First stop, Peace Park located near the Atomic Bomb Museum. On a little hill, it's September 23rd and the sun still feels like late summer. There used to be a prison here, the closest public building to the blast center. Oh, there it is. It's bigger than I imagined and striking a curious pose. I wonder what it means. Let's get a closer look. Oh, I see. The right hand pointing up represents the slit of the bomb and the left hand stretched out symbolizes peace. On this little hill, the view is great. Straight ahead in the distance, you can see the brown Urakami Cathedral. Going down the hill a bit, village Ground Zero, the exact spot where the bomb fell. You can see the black monument marking it. Next to the monument, it says 201,942 victims. Beneath it, the ruins of the destroyed city are still buried. Right nearby, a cross-section of the ground from the bombing remains. Look closely. You can see tiles, bricks, and melted glass buried here. Alright, we've arrived at the Nagasaki Atomic Bomb Museum. Looks like the entrance is over there. It's a long spiral ramp. The walls show years like 1995, 1990, as if traveling back in time. The destination, August 9th, 1945, the clock stopped at 11:02 forever. Here is a twisted school tower that survived the blast. These are the remains of the destroyed city. Yes, this is a Nagasaki type bomb, the Fatma. And the exhibit explains how it worked and its destructive power. Those cider bottles have fused into a single melted lamp. The blast damage reportedly reached as far as 15 kilometers away. It's a bit somber, but next up is the Nagasaki City Museum of History and Folklore. What an impressive building. Wait, really? Completely empty? And it's right next to the Atomic Bomb Museum. This is an old telephone exchange. I wonder why it's here. Oh, I see. Nagasaki, the birthplace of international communication. Telegraphs connecting Japan and abroad started between Nagasaki and Shanghai. Now, after a ride on the streetcar, we've arrived at Nagasaki Shinchi Chinatown. Here comes the big North Gate. There are about 40 shops and you can walk straight through to the South Gate in no time. And then there is something that looks like ruins. The ruins of Tojin Yashiki. During the Edo period, this was a Chinese residential area under Japan's isolation policy. Besides the gate, there is also a hall remaining. This one is called Dojin-do. Since it's a Chinese deity, the atmosphere feels different from Japanese shrines or temples. It's quite charming. In front of the hall there's a small pond with a straight bridge across. It feels exciting to walk over. Soft music is drifting in from somewhere, and time feels slow and peaceful here. Since we are here, let's push on and check out a few more halls. The stairs are tough though. Once you leave the waterfront, Nagasaki is all steep slopes. It's exhausting, but that's what gives the city its unique, beautiful scenery. And later, we get to enjoy the night view. At the end of a narrow alley, a cannon hall suddenly appears, like stepping into another world. On the left, there is a building looks like a school. Inside the cannon hall, they enshrine Canon Bodhisattva and Guan Di, better known as Guan Yu. You can't go straight in from the front. The path leads in from the side. Let's take a peek inside. Turning around, I spot some kind of animal right under the gate. Let's take a closer look. There is a cute little cat. It's blocking the gate. I gave it a quick pet before heading out. Here is a moat that once separated the Chinese residential area. The canal ahead feels like it leads straight into the past. Alright, let's hop on the streetcar and head to our next stop. Confucius Shrine Kousibyo Historical Museum of China. Wow, what an impressive building. The main hall is at the back. In front and beside the wings, stone statues of Confucius' 72 top disciples stand in a row. Each one is made of marble and weighs about 1.5 tons. The main hall is designed to be entered from the side. A statue of Confucius is enshrined at the center. This is a killing, a mystical and sacred creature. I wrote a wish on an Emma plaque. Behind the Confucius Shrine, there is a museum. Let's go. Inside, photography is mostly prohibited, but you can see Confucius sayings displayed. Right nearby, there is a famous Chinese restaurant. But I decided to eat at the hotel restaurant across the street. Nagasaki champon, a local specialty. Champon means mixed together. It was created by Chinese immigrants who opened restaurants in Nagasaki. Oishii, delicious, yummy. After eating, I'll head up the slope next to the hotel to see the night view. This is Oura Cathedral. It's the oldest surviving Christian building in Japan, completed in 1846. We've climbed quite high up. This is where Glover Garden is located. In the late 1800s, Nagasaki flourished through trade. This place brings together the homes of merchants from that time, including Thomas Glover. Wow, it's just before sunset. This is our dockhouse from the shipyard. The second floor of this building is the highest point in Glover Garden. In the harbor, a huge cruise ship is docked, towering like a building. Heading down through the garden. This is a gate of a Freemason lodge. This is a former residence of Frederick Ringer, who traded in tea. It's a spacious mansion. This is the living room. It feels like a room where time has stood still. This is a reception room. It's inscribed as a monument of Western cuisine's origin. Mr. Kusano, who ran Western cooking at the Dutch residence, opened a restaurant in 1863 that became very popular. Finally, Thomas Glover's residence comes into view. Let's go inside. The roof design is really distinctive. This is a recreated kitchen. Just before the exit, there is a museum. It features the local festival called Nagasaki Kunchi. It's 6:30 p.m. We are hopping on the streetcar to head to our final stop. We've arrived at our final destination, Dejima. It's an artificial island where trade with Portugal and the Netherlands once took place. Today's Dejima is a reconstruction, but you can still see the old layers of the original site. This is a lottery ticket brought from the Netherlands. This is a deck of playing cards adapted with a Japanese style. You can enter almost every building you see from the outside. This is a model of a trading ship that came from the Netherlands. In 1598, 5 ships set out from the Netherlands, but only one made it to Japan. That marked the beginning of trade. The first floor of the actual buildings was usually used as a warehouse. And the second floor was usually used as living space. The floor is covered with tatami mats made from woven glass that they are soft to walk on. It's 20 minutes before closing and there is no one around. Old layers of the original ground was preserved here as well. These are goods brought through trade. It looks like a glove, but for some reason animals are drawn on it. This miniature shows what trade looked like at Dejima. These are plants brought from the Netherlands to Japan. Cabbage was one of them. A lot of sugar was imported as well. Various sweets were created using it. This is an elevator, elekter, a device invented in the Netherlands to generate static electricity. After turning the handle for a while, a spark of static electricity jumps. Did you hear that? This is a clock that uses kanji instead of numbers. Outside, there was a miniature of Dejima, but unfortunately, it's closing time. Let's head back. Oh, we are back at the hotel in front of Nagasaki station. I picked up a gyudon. You can find this dish all over Japan. Beef or rice. Thanks for watching. Arigatou. Don't forget to subscribe and I'll see you on the next trip. Bye bye.